Итак,
or good night,
за 26 или
depending on where you
быстрее,
are.
26, 28.
I'm Kainalo. This is Psi-Ops. For commentary, I have
Так.
Gisk and Timo, who are uninteresting, but we also have Killed by a Pixel, who is one of the devs.
Давайте я сделаю тоже ставочку. Не скажу, за что я
Yeah, I'm a Frank
поставил.
Force, also known as Killed by a Pixel, and I worked on this game about 20 years ago, and now I'm back to do commentary for it.
Yeah.
And I'm Timo.
О, у нас на комментировании рано Killed by a Pixel, чувак, который работал над этой игрой лет 20 назад. Прям разраб в комментах. Это происходит не так часто, и это очень приятно.
I was supposed to explain it, but I'll explain it soon. So all powers means we can do one skip.
Так, господа, делайте ставки пузырями. Заскок пройдет Kainalo эту игру.
Difficulty is still really hard, but that's enough of me talking. Let's timer starts in when the game loads, but I'll count down. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go.
A bit early, but that's fine. Also, first skip coming. Oh, it seems like my RTSS just
Тут
closed
такой
itself.
прикол.
Oh no.
And this game doesn't like
Тут
anything
такой
other than
скинчик.
60 FPS, so we'll just restart right here.
Attempt to.
Okay.
На главном герое. Ну, да, сейчас нас как бы обманули, это на самом деле Mortal Kombat.
This run is actually battling against some of this technical stuff, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, the PC port was done by a few people.
I need to restart the game real fast.
It was like outsourced.
There we go.
Yes, of course. The PS2 version came out a while before the PC version. The team I worked on, that was in-house at working at Midway in Chicago when we made this game. We did work on the Xbox version, which we just kind of developed alongside the PS2 version. But the PC version is.
В этой игре очень много манипуляций с физикой, вот как вы видели. С ней можно делать довольно смешные вещи.
It was pretty cool. So that was called lawnmower launching, which I'll explain later. We'll do it here.
You got it?
Yeah. Well, it's easy.
Damn.
Also, you'll see a lot of safety saves in this run, most likely, because it's an impossible run.
Вообще, это в целом игра, насколько я помню, про таких агентов, обладающих суперспособностями, пси-способностями.
Lawnmower launching is jumping, and then, well, while you have this some item, usually a box, in telekinesis, you jump, and then you swap your DPI to something crazy. I use 10,000 DPI for. Oh, thanks for these guys. There. So I normally use 1,000 DPI, but when I do skips, I have to put it up to 10,000, so it gives enough speed for me to clip through walls like there, which is pretty cool.
You have to pull the mouse very, very straight and very, very fast over long distance. And it's very, very difficult to do.
Для скипа, вот, который только что произошел, Райнер использует мышку со скоростью 10 тысяч DPI, потому что требуется очень точные и быстрые передвижения.
Thank you.
Yeah. So one skip here didn't work. I'll restart from checkpoint so I get more health. Share my screen real quick while.
Скажу, тут еще вначале поясняли, что над этой игрой работало не так много человек, и вот человек на комментировании работал над версией Xbox.
It has like a weird auto-aiming thing, like when you see him flick stuff on enemies or something, he kind of actually just flicks his mouse a little bit and it auto-aims into enemies and stuff. It's actually very good.
Well, it can be really annoying sometimes when you want to like get height with a box without moving it sideways, and then you slightly move your mouse when you're retoggling.
Вообще, у этой игры в плане спидрана довольно веселая история. Вообще, эта игра была в рамках челленджа 12 часов. Это когда
bashing yourself
люди
at really
берут
high speeds with a
игру,
bonfire.
совершенно им незнакомую, и пытаются выучить ее спидран за 12 часов.
You still have to move
Вот,
your mind
насколько я
extremely
помню, Kainalo так выучил спидран вместе с нашим спидранером Тезура.
And with
And the
Кстати, Тезура тоже вот показывал эту игру на русском марафонах.
But with a wooden box, you pretty much only have one attempt.
yeah, I was just about to say that there's a couple rooms where there are very limited number of boxes or even physical things to pick up to knock yourself through the door. So you've got that all planned out here.
Yeah, this is kind of an easy-ish level. It doesn't have any like too hard skips, but it has many easy skips and very few checkpoints.
Yeah,
So
he's just setting up some items for the boss battle that happens in that room. You're supposed to like plant some bombs and stuff. I don't actually remember much about the story about this game. Do you, Pixel?
Yeah, it's a very convoluted story, honestly, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. The gameplay is definitely better than the story itself.
oh yeah,
But there's like a cult. There's like a cult that's run by the general that is trying to use mind control on people and stuff. And it's just really weird how you were kidnapped, but you also have the abilities, these special abilities. Yeah, it's a weird story.
yeah. It's like you don't remember your past, kind of, and you get these abilities by remembering your past.
Даже разраб говорит, что геймплей в этой игре интереснее сюжета. И тут разраб поясняет за сюжет, что не так часто происходит в спидранах, и вообще я вот замечаю, что когда вот люди смотрят спидраны, да, вот на марафонах, все время люди спрашивают, а в чем сюжет, а поясни за сюжет, пожалуйста, я не понимаю.
Much faster. Well, that's kind of bad. But I'm trying to do a lot of the easier strats because they're easy.
Yes,
Like you could launch yourself here with this box through the wall, but the game is likely to crash if you fail it.
Я считаю, это такая несправедливость, что люди на спидранах это
A task
упускают.
run of this would be insane. Like there are so many theoretical strats that I know that are probably possible with more in like wait, I need to focus. There.
Nice.
Oh, next to the door.
Yeah, that was lucky.
Of course, he's got the scorpion skin from Mortal Kombat here, and we were working on this game. We were just down the hall from the team working on Mortal Kombat, which is why we were able to grab this skin and put it in the game.
Did we find out which Mortal Kombat it was?
О,
I did.
забавно. Разраб говорит, что вот во время разработки
Deception or something.
часть
I think it might be Deception.
часть разрабов работала над Mortal Kombat Deception, и поэтому
Also,
они смогли взять скин Скорпиона для этой игры.
that's kind of bad.
Oh,
The game on
Where's the
PC
checkpoint?
likes to. Oh yeah, where is the checkpoint? Oh, that's
what
actually
Pixel-
rough.
oh,
Oh, that's pretty far.
Oh no! Oh, that's a big.
Should be still fine, but that's the kind of stuff Pixel.
Ну, вообще, ради справедливости говоря, это не самая худшая игра про персонажей Mortal Kombat.
Oh, him pressing that button.
Есть, например, какой-нибудь Special
That's what I'm
Forces.
talking about with AI can be kind of emergent, where like that did not happen last time. There are buttons that the AI will go for on the wall sometimes, and when they hit them, an alarm will go off and call more enemies into the area.
Oh, didn't have enough time to throw that guy out, so I assume. Okay, I still got it.
is he frozen during the cutscene? Looks like.
Yeah, looked like
I
it.
guess. But that's one of the big combat abilities you can have with telekinesis is
Я только что об этом рассказывал. А в игре можно выбрать скин для главного героя,
to 10,000 again.
и разрабы работали над Mortal Kombat Deception, половина команды, и поэтому их не взяли по авторским правам за одно место.
Extremely difficult respawning enemies. But that's the last bomb he needs to set here, and
We'll
then
get a checkpoint
he can
soon.
go. Yeah, there's a
Very
checkpoint soon, and then he can run to the boss room and fight with the boss.
Well, the checkpoint is in the boss room. Also, these two guys like to hide behind the box that I use for clipping.
They are very interested in the boss.
So setting this up a bit, in the next section, the first phase of this boss fight, the boss makes bombs out of enemies, and you're supposed to use them to blow up those.
А вот сейчас будет
chambers, or
босс-файт.
you can also use these cylinders, which saves like a minute almost.
Yes, the dudes that come out of the pods that explode. The exploding dudes that come out of the box don't spawn very often, yeah. And you want to get 2 of the pods at the same time. That was still very good.
Oh, oops.
And then the boss comes from his little glass container or whatever, and you just chuck a box at him. So yeah, telekinesis
Ну,
is the most
тактика
powerful
совершенно
ability,
простая.
and
Берем ящик и бьем ящиком по
That's how
голове.
most of the boss fights go. With bash him with the box with telekinesis a bit.
but yeah, this is another technique that you use. Well, we saw it earlier a bit, but the flight using the
И вот тут
box. Oh, it was
классика
not boxes, but
этой игры
boxes are the
по
easiest.
скипам — это
But it's
коробка-самолет.
reset your flight.
Да здравствует физика игр
Reset your
нулевых.
flight, let go and reset your flight. It lets you gain height and also move very fast.
There's a faster strat here where you could just skip this elevator and fly up and clip through an invisible wall, but because I just lost so much time, I'd rather do the safer one. So we don't have to. Because if I would try that and fail, I would lose another.
Здесь вот в лифте есть страта, которая
This one is
позволяет
very, very
взлететь
difficult
наверх
and very,
и
very volatile.
пройти
Actually,
сквозь
it's
невидимую
already
стену, но
just
Кайнайло потерял
there
довольно много
for
времени,
the
поэтому он решил пойти
extreme.
по
The
сейф-страте.
ceiling is falling on him here in this part, so this is very random here. This is very random. Okay, I think he made it through that. The ceiling part.
Do we
That's a
get the funny
dangerous.
death now? Okay.
Oh, that's so sad.
And it has 8 levels, but it has 4 maps, kind of ish. So as you saw, that was kind of like the same area as the first level. And now we
Но
have the third
вообще,
level.
если бы я вот в битве экстрасенсов увидел чувака, который может себя ящиком поднять, я бы, скорее всего, поверил в их
So this sort of
существование.
makes sense.
Yes, it makes like a horseshoe. It loops around itself and stuff. This is those wooden crates are boxes that can be broken, so enemies can shoot them and they can break from under you.
Well, we originally wanted to have the game be like seamless, so there like weren't levels, but you could travel through the full entire length of the game and back.
Oh yeah, that really
So
shows.
it is some kind of, you can kind of see like how it we had to cut that, but it's close to having that really.
That sniper on the roof will mess your day up if you don't get him.
You can sometimes get a nice triple kill by like throwing him into the 2 other guys on the ground or like mid-airing them. It's like telekinesis in this game is so good. It's very, I don't know how to say it, like intuitive, I guess. Like it's usually these days when you have telekinesis, it's kind of in control where you don't have free control over it.
Несмотря на то, что эта игра обладает специфическими механиками по типу телекинеза, сам телекинез очень приятный, вот ранее говорит.
I'm also guessing it was a little
Очень
bit
приятное
less powerful
управление,
on the PS2
весьма
version. I haven't
интуитивное.
tried it, but like the mouse.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Control the mouse gives
telekinesis
you.
is still probably your main ability, and it is your first ability that you get, of course. And it's a very versatile. In addition to killing people, you can jump on things and ride them around. You can do things like that, like throw power-ups to yourself to grab them, and just it's a very useful against pretty much all the bosses. Necessary for some of the bosses. Kicking the box here.
Oh, nice jig. Nice jig.
Oh.
Unlucky.
You shouldn't have kicked the box.
Yeah,
Вот так вот еще можно полететь на ящике, пиная коробку.
Definitely on the PC.
Ну, так сказать,
Telekinesis
придаем
is the
пендель для
mouse,
ускорения.
seems to be not implemented quite right or something, and you can just really throw things way faster than you should be able to.
Yeah, if you want to run this game, it's not required, but you kind of do need a mouse with a DPI switch.
Yes. Either you're playing on extremely high DPI and
This guy's just
yeah, and it's half impossible to control.
Ну,
in
это тут еще
general, or
поясняет за
you're
то,
playing
что
low DPI and you have to
из-за
do
того,
insane
что
pulls with your mouse to do any of the clips.
у раннера мышка с переключением DPI, и он может во время
Yeah,
телекинеза
They just
переключать на высокую скорость. Телекинез происходит не так, как задумывался разработчиками.
If you want to get the speed
Kainalo.
up properly.
Yes, Kainalo has developed a Herculean shoulder muscles from pulling off lawnmower clips. And
То есть,
normal
чем
clips
быстрее
used,
двигаешь мышку, чем сильнее происходит телекинез, и это позволяет делать
you should
скипы.
see how he
This
pulls
one I
his
need to
mouse.
comment
It's
that this is
incredible.
best level in the speedrun because this is like a full level like the previous ones, even though we already skipped parts of those. But in this one, if you clip through this door and open it from the other side, you skip the whole level and the first phase of the boss fight. So you immediately start the second and last phase of the boss. It's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
То, что вот
Yeah, you're supposed to go
скипнул...
around through the whole entire level and then back through
То,
that
что
door.
ранее прошел через эту дверь, он скипнул большую часть
This is a
уровней и
great
первую
boss fight,
фазу
though.
босса.
Pretty epic.
Yeah,
Oh,
Веселый
headphone warning
уровень.
there, sorry.
it should be mixed on
Pretty
the,
epic
on the
and
stream.
loud.
This, oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's loud. It's a great boss fight, though.
He's very dangerous. He can one-shot you
Yeah.
with some props that he throws around.
There's a weird bug where he never goes to
Тут
0
весьма
HP. He dies when
Тут
he's
весьма
at
опасный
5%
босс, потому что он может
HP, but even then he
ваншотнуть
doesn't die immediately.
игрока.
You usually have to wait a bit for whatever reason. And sometimes it has taken me 15 seconds for him to die. Like now he's dead. But now have to wait
I
for
think
this.
there's a reason for that, though. That's not a bug. I think there's a cutscene afterwards where he's like still alive or something.
No, sometimes he
or
doesn't
at
even
least-
throw that train as the ending part. It's weird, I think. Well, could be. You know better than me, probably.
I don't know. I think there is a reason why we didn't want to have him go to 0 because you're not supposed to kill him or something.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't
It
know.
probably explains the HP, but still, like, not that sometimes take 20 seconds.
Но я думаю,
Oh, I love this clip here.
насчет читов, да, что вот тут как бы в марафонах читы не используют-то особо, да, но вот после знаменитого инцидента я думаю, что раннеров проверяют на читы, знаете, вот как вот в шахматах тоже недавно был скандал с читами, да, там шмонали людей охранники,
I have saved the save, so I'll just
но там
note
все
this.
равно
This
что-то
is
пропустили.
like
Ну, я думаю, также проверяют там.
Yeah,
That was impressive.
Охранники
Like, this is
такие,
the
ГТК приходят, давайте, показывай карманы, если у тебя читы там.
Saved the saves because that
Если
setup
вот там
takes so
читы
long.
находят,
In
вот, и
practice,
человека
I
не
get that, like,
пропускают.
maybe 30% of the time or something. Sometimes I
Yes,
get
and
really
it skips an insane amount of stuff.
Yeah, it's like 6 minutes, I think, something around there.
Yeah, these statues you have to use pyrokinesis on and then whack them with some urns.
Yeah, a strat that I learned from the official strategy guide for the game.
Big respect.
Yeah. Alright, did I have one of these? Yep. Oh, he didn't die? Yeah. Now there's a strat for, this is Wei Lu, by the way.
Here comes your nightmare fuel.
Yeah, this is where I stopped playing when I was, I don't know, like 9 or something when I played this game the first time.
Hey, you know, Dark Souls was actually inspired by this boss fight.
Real
Yeah, I
or
can
joke?
see that.
No, a joke. I think. Maybe
Very
not, though.
real.
It could be. It's a very like Dark Soulish boss, I guess. Not the attacks, but I guess the design is.
The design, yeah.
Yeah, what he was trying to do there is juggle the
То есть
pot
тут
between
босс
all
похож
the heads.
на босса из Dark Souls.
All the heads simultaneously, but
Я думаю, примерно так бы выглядел Dark Souls, если там был бы
go as
телекинез.
well.
And there I'm trying to
The
use
hit.
the auto aim thingy that the game has, but that's a bit wonky sometimes in 3D space. But it was still fast enough. And now we just exit the level. By walking here. Now we have one of the only cutscenes that we can't skip, which is also the best cutscene because it really doesn't ring a lot. Well, it explains why the bridge is broken, but that's the cutscene that we have to watch in this run.
Good play.
There's
Good
some
throw.
like boss cutscenes that you have to watch, but that's the only like level cutscene because it has an arcade mode which we are using, which is basically like a speedrun mode. It skips all the cutscenes and you have an in-game timer, which sadly only works as a single segment timer because it resets when you restart from checkpoint.
Yes, this game actually has a lot of like extra content and stuff, like the arcade.
Эта
mode,
игра
there's
ранится в режиме аркады. Она немножко похожа на спидранерский режим в современных играх.
There's the gnome collectibles
Тут
where you can get games
пропускаются
with
с
all the gnomes.
катсценой, И вот
Yes.
добавляется таймер, правда, он
Any boss.
сингл-сингометный,
Any character in the
потому
game.
что он ресейсится каждый раз, когда перезагружаешь чекпоинт.
There's just a lot of stuff.
The gnomes are hidden all throughout the game. And there's a story behind that too, because every single gnome was hidden by one of the developers that worked on the game. And we got to decide like where we were going to hide our gnome. And also when you find all the gnomes, you unlock secret levels. Each gnome is connected to a specific level. And that level was usually worked on by the developer that hid that gnome.
Who
And
owned the last box?
my gnome is hidden in the graveyard, and it unlocks the survival mode. Where you
В
play.
игре есть прикольная секретка в виде гнома,
Yeah, that's what it's called.
и с
Endless,
этим
where you
связана
play
одна
graveyard and
интересная
you just get, like,
история,
a bunch of
что
enemies. All different kinds of enemies, headless enemies,
разработчики
and
решали,
stuff.
куда прятать гномов, и тот разработчик, который спрятал гнома, делал секретный уровень с помощью, собственно,
Well, there's
с
gonna be
помощью
a
гномов, которых разблокируются данные секретные уровни.
cutscene here that it skips, so it's just gonna teleport us weirdly. And textures
То есть тот, кто гнома спрятал, тот и сделал секретный уровень. И вот разраб на комментировании сделал гнома на уровне с кладбищем.
He put that box in front of the door to just
Так что,
block some
если вы
enemies
вдруг
that would come
хотите
in
поиграть в
otherwise.
его уровень, который он сам же сделал, то вы знаете, где находить гнома в этой игре.
Playing on easy.
He almost died right there. You're not really meant to run through quite at this pace. So, but these enemies are tough. These are the toughest enemies in the game, and they're able to like mitigate pretty much all of your abilities.
Yeah.
Your fire, they can put out your fire. They can prevent being telegrabbed. You can't grab them directly with telekinesis. and
Unless
stuff.
they
So,
are
yeah,
on
there's-
fire or in like a ragdoll state.
Exactly. Yeah, that's one of the things I worked on in this game was kind of it's a pretty simple like rule setup, but just you basically need to combo them in order to get them.
Yeah, I usually use like one pyro and then telekinesis at them.
Ну, это, кстати, интересный вопрос по поводу гнома или дваф, но это в зависимости, кем вы считаете садовых гномов, наверное.
Pyro also uses a lot of Psi energy, so I don't really like to spam it too much. Talking about Pyro, we now are going into the Pyro boss.
Yes, Marlena, that's her
Yes.
name. She's chilling in a machine, and then you throw a bunch of containers at her, and then she does flips. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Kind of. Oh, what? Oh yeah, jump and
Ну, вообще,
inject
да,
are also-
эти гномы много где есть, они везде
apart
сущие,
from
их даже
these two.
стримерам
That was a big argument
подкидывали.
we had while developing this, but we ended up losing the battle.
Oh.
I wanted them to be a separate button.
Yeah, it really should
Oh.
have been.
Yeah.
You were trying to save the game.
It is really hard when you think about it how to jam all those buttons onto the controller.
Yes,
Because
it uses a lot of
every
different
Psi
buttons.
ability has its own button. It's not like you don't like bring up a menu to select your abilities. Like they're all mapped to buttons.
Yeah.
Yes, how many Psi abilities were there again? There's a lot.
Four?
There are a few. No, there's more than that.
Five?
Well, there's some that have less of a use than others.
There's the
Like
vision.
remote viewing and
Oh, yeah.
stuff like that,
So-
which you hardly ever use.
It's remote viewing, then like mind control, and then this thing, which is seeing invisible stuff.
Or a view.
Yeah. Hey, there's five.
There'll be a
There's
use
the
for
telekinesis,
already.
pyro, and then I'm almost dead. Oh yeah, you can lay damage her.
Ранее чуть сейчас не проворонил
Time.
свое поражение.
Yeah.
Look at that smoke. That's good. That's a good smoke effect.
Yeah. It doesn't really make sense, but
I mean, this
Well, she
game
was on
generally looks
fire,
good.
and you kind of put her out.
yeah,
Yeah,
why is she
it
dying
makes
in a
sense.
fire in the smoke then?
Well, smoldering, because when you put out a fire, it's still smoke.
Nah, I guess.
So this is the aura view that kind of toggled on for a bit. You can see these
Oh, yeah, these
floating
are
monster
invisible
things.
ones.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
these
they are-
aura beasts, they exist in the world, and they live off of aura. They live off the psychic energy. You can only see them in this mode.
Yeah, and they're very annoying. They stun lock
They're
you,
very
and they take like half of your HP and a lot of your Psi energy. And
В
they
этом уровне надоедливые монстры
unless you
есть,
include the
которые
Brigadier or whatever.
видны только в
Isn't this
специальном
where you, like,
режиме,
throw them all out of bounds or
что-то по
something, or is
типу
it-
аура
It's
вижена.
in the next
И
room.
вот разраб поясняет, что эти монстры
So I will
живут
explain
в
that.
специальном
So,
психическом
in
мире,
this
короче.
area you're supposed to get an item here, then
И
you
чем
go
они
to
надоедливы,
the
что
second
если
floor
ты под
to,
них
like,
попадаешь, то они
reach
тебя
outside area and
станлочат.
stuff. To despawn, like turn off the aura beasts in this area. But because the game doesn't like out of bounds, so if anything goes out of bounds, it soft locks and it kind of deletes it. So we use that here with these guys. We throw them out of bounds so they don't die. And because they don't die, they don't respawn. But they
Yes,
won't
that was a
annoy
big
us.
discovery that you made.
Yeah.
Тут весьма хитрая
Yes,
вещь.
it
Вот
was
сейчас
kind of like
раннер
an annoying
отправляет
thing
этих
that we
монстров
can't take
за
the most
пределы
places
уровня.
because of soft lock, but then it kind of worked out here.
Тем самым они остаются в
This
живых, а если они
so
остаются в живых, то они не
this, would
респаунятся.
infinitely spawn those, but now that they are all out of bounds, stuck soft lock, they don't spawn and we can do this.
Yes, while he's bringing the box up, I'm just gonna say praises to Kainalo. He's the person who has been pioneering this run. He's done a lot of work to make all of this crazy stuff in the game happen. Just hours and hours and hours of work
Yeah,
and
it
grinding.
does take a
It's
lot.
incredible. It's amazing. Yeah. I posted this on Facebook, and a lot of the people that worked on Psi-Ops with me are like really excited to watch the run. So I'll post the link tomorrow. I don't think they're staying up late to watch it, but I'm sure they'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a very hard run. I think there's been like 5 people who've tried to run this with the current skips, and including RUSC and Timo, and pretty much everyone just
Yes.
gives up because it really is much harder than it looks. Like this.
Интересно,
Yes,
это
it is.
последний уровень уже, а то я
All
за
the
свои
skips
пузырики
are just
переживаю.
really precise to a very annoying degree.
Yeah, and then if you fail them, you lose an insane amount of time. And the hardest skip is in the last 2 minutes of the run as well, which is very fun. So this is annoying because the door is a bit crooked, so it sometimes doesn't work. But
Ooh.
we have a save to save, which is here.
A nice
That-
one.
yeah.
That was a sick clip.
Yeah, but that would end the level and it would come to this, so you miss 0 seconds of content.
Yes, it's just annoying because the wooden boxes can
Нет,
break.
вот сейчас был очень сложный скип, но у раннера не получилось, поэтому он загрузился с сейва, чтобы много времени не терять.
Out of bounds again.
Заботиться о наших пузыриках, особенно те, кто
It's just in the
поставил
interest of time.
менее 26 минут.
Like if I would do like a no reset,
Но,
run,
к сожалению,
I
это
don't
и
know, 6, 7, 9.
не спасет.
Someone's on. 6, 7,
Yeah.
no,
6, 7, 9, 2.
6,
6792. That number is different every time, so we got to remember it.
Yeah, I have ADHD, so
Seven.
it's gonna fart. Wait, I need to stop. 6, 7.
We got you.
Well, what is it?
6792. 6792. I'm not even memeing this time.
Sure.
I wouldn't do you like that twice.
Twice. 6,
No,
7,
it's never happened before.
You've done it way more.
It's
than that.
Ну,
kind of
тут раннеру напомнили код.
when you think about it, because we had to have it randomized every time. Plus that keypad, which you really don't use like anywhere else in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
use
in
I don't
level
know.
2 as well, right?
yeah, in level 2 you use it, but we skip it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know if it was really worth the effort. But, oh wow, this game,
Okay, my dude.
that guy was tough.
That was so loud. That was so
that
rude.
was sick.
Very unfair. Okay, stop. Okay, now we can relax a bit. We're gonna go into the second to last boss fight, which is like the master of the aura beast, or big sucks that I like to call them. And there's also a skip here where you can save over a minute, but if you fail it, which is very possible because it's very hard and you have to do a lot of skips.
Oh, yeah, this is the
You lose
boss
like a
with
minute.
the sick.
Тут
what,
есть
8
скип,
screen pieces
он
set
очень
up.
сложный.
You just
И
break the
если вот
screens
сейчас
and the boss is over.
And if you do the skip, you
ранее не получится ничего
miss a few
сделать, то он
checkpoints, and
потеряет много времени.
if you miss the checkpoints, you only have one attempt at this, and this is the hardest skip of the game coming up. Also, I forgot to check, did I kill the bazooka guy? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, this is also oh, I need to explain it later. I learned this from the 3D maps in the strategy guide. that there is a gap here between areas that you can not do
Not
that.
too
I'll
bad.
try one more time. That's very hard because there is no real setup for it. And
Yes, and the rock is all kind of crooked and
yeah, and the wall as well. Like there isn't anything really stable in the skip. But before this run, I got it like 6 out of 10 times, so I was feeling kind of good about this. But
Yeah, I saw you load up your practice save and then get it first try like
yeah.
a few times in a row.
Well, there I got it, but I died.
yeah, you died. Yeah,
Ooh.
But we have a save to save.
we'll count that. We take those.
Yeah,
Первая смерть.
Yeah.
See?
You saw how it looks. So there is C8 kickflip. So that
Yeah.
the name of the trick is kickflip lawnmower launching, which is my favorite name. And this is the game is very bad with your position when you're near walls, as you can see.
А
here.
еще
I think
чуть-чуть
it's pressing right and
времени
left,
пройдет,
like
и ранее
you
выйдет за
hold
Estimate.
back, not going for
Давайте помолимся за его
more energy
коленные
to the left as it
чашечки.
should. And these invisible mines want to kill you, so it's just a bit safer to crouch there.
This is the final boss.
Final
the
boss.
general. He's
This
loud.
is indeed the final boss, and we have a new strat coming up. Relatively
Yes.
new strat.
И
for the
сейчас последний босс.
on the boss.
Yeah, someone commented
He's
it
got a
on,
first.
on my like last record run on YouTube. He just commented, "Hey, by the way, did you know that you can kill the boss in one hit if you throw
Yeah.
pyro at him?"
First you break his tentacles, and then you collect the 7 Dragon Balls. And
It's Sphere
And
of
you-
Power, but in the code it's Dragon Ball.
That's true.
Okay, so now I forgot to check. I need a specific kind of block that I can climb, which is this, which is good. So I use those. I need to dodge this. Hope it doesn't move this. Good. Where is the boss? Here. Here.
Get up
and
next to him and
time
pyrokinesis.
is time. There.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
That's-
nice.
Чуть-чуть не успел, но все равно был хороший ран.
You got a good solid amount of the skips.
Yeah, but
Yes.
the hard ones, I mean.
Yeah,
it can't
like
be
the 3
understated how difficult the hard ones are.
I mean, you got the one in the last level.
True.
We all saw it.
It's true.
Oh,
we
yeah.
saw it.
Also some nice stats. But what was my time? Okay, so we did go overestimate, but that's mainly because of dumb mistakes. But it's still pretty close enough.
Да, поздравляем ребят, которые поставили
Keep the
на
top
третий
score.
вариант
There's,
от
Discord.
28 минут.
You can join if
К
you want.
сожалению,
It's
я
a game. I
кому-то
have
отдал
absolutely
свои 200
fun
пузыриков.
practice saves, and I'm more than happy to help someone try this out and learn that it's too difficult. and
Я
good.
думал, что раннеру повезет чуть-чуть больше.
But yeah, thanks again for Frank for showing up. Thanks again for GDQ for having this in. It's one of my like favorite speedruns, even though I kind of dislike running it because of the difficulty and the randomness of it. But it's good. I hope some people enjoyed it. And I don't know if Frank wants to shout his Twitter out, because I'll allow him, as he's very cool for joining this commentary.
Thanks, Kainalo. Yeah, follow me on Twitter, Killed by a Pixel. I make games, art, all kinds of stuff, coding, programming, creative coding. So yeah, thanks so much. I thought that was a great run. I love watching him play this game. It's so fun to see these.
Спасибо Kainalo за такой офигенный ран. Также вы можете подписаться на твиттер разработчика Killed by a Pixel. Он разрабатывает игры, также что-то про программирование поясняет.